Alright, what's going on, everybody? Back again with another video, and today I want to talk about something that might disappoint a few players of Pokemon Go. So let's get right into it. And I'm saying that because practically I'm disappointed, but I can still wait for it. But anyway, if you see right here, it says Niantic explains why the 0.71 update rollout has been delayed, which it has been, and I'll tell you, and basically I'll tell you why. Says trainers, one of the Niantic's official support accounts, Niantic George, has explained the delay behind the new update version number 0.71. So let's get into it. Alright, so it says, we are aware of a latency issue affecting battling in Pokemon Go version 0.71.0. We are currently investigating potential resolutions. Although this issue only affects a small subset of users, we are suspending the rollout of the release while we continue to work towards delivering a better experience. So basically, they are suspending it because there's problems with the game, and it doesn't make sense to release something when it's got like bugs and it's got laggy problems. Everybody's already complaining about the game being too laggy, so they have to fix that before they release this new update. Now, it says here in the comments of the Source Reddit thread, George also explained how the update rollout process works behind the scenes. So let's get into that. Stay tuned. Alright, it says, when we release an update, we release it to a small percent of the user base at first. We start at 1% and work our way up to 100%. We monitor our reporting metrics, users submitted bug reports, and sites like Reddit for signs of issues during the rollout process. If something comes up, like it did in this release, we're able to pull the plug on the update before the entire user base is affected. So basically, they're saying that they basically tested it out on a smaller user base, and then if they see anything that's wrong with it, they'll have time to actually pull the plug before anybody else. Basically, before it ends up in like a big explosion, like it did at Go Fest. And no, that's no shots fired at Go Fest, but it'll basically happen the same way. And people want to be able to play the game the way it's intended or the way they choose to play it. So yeah, let's get into some more stuff. Stay tuned. Alright, so it says, it's not yet clear when the propagation of the new update will continue, but we'll let you know once it does. In the meantime, APK Mirror has a 0.71 APK if you wish to experiment. We're using it in the day-to-day gameplay, and we must admit it is laggy. Exactly, the game is laggy. We expect that the lag issues will be resolved in the next 10 days, which is not bad because I'm sure you can wait about 10 days, whatever, to August 31st. So technically, it should be out by like before September or the end of September. I mean, the end of this month. Basically, it'll be before September. So it says this update is required for the Super Incubator release, so we'll have that in this coming update, indicating that the encounter issues will be dealt with promptly. So, guys, now that you know that they're going to put a hold on this update, which it has its perks and then it has, it's not so good and it is good all at the same time, because it's not so good because people want that update, but then again, you got to remember, you can't play something that's all messed up, so sometimes you just got to wait, and then as soon as they fix everything, hopefully everything will be better, because when they go to release Gen 3, the game is going to break, so be prepared for the game to break. Because y'all remember when we had that, it was an event we had, matter of fact, the Gen 2 dropped, the game broke because everybody came back to the game. But yeah, that's about that. So guys, stay tuned, there's something else that I want to show you. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so basically it says here, the 28th Pokemon Go Nest migration has been observed, because it has been a new nest change, by the way. They also mentioned it on the Silph Road also, and on Pokemon Go Hub. So I suggest you follow them also. Make sure you download the app too for the Silph Road if you haven't already. They don't have an app yet for Go Hub, which I kind of wish they actually did. So, but let's get into it. It says trainers, the 28th large-scale Pokemon migration has been observed in the wild. As usual, the migration pattern is completely random. We hope your local nest turns into something interesting. Now, the one at one of the parks, Branchwood Park, that's actually right up the street, that's actually a Magnemite nest, and it's actually the second time it's been a Magnemite nest, and Magnemite is terrible. But we have to wait for Magnezone, which is Gen 4, so that's a long ways away. It's like sometime next year, going into 2019. But that's another thing, or another video. So guys, that's gonna well, it's not gonna wrap it up just yet because I have something else that I want to share with you on this topic. So stay tuned. Alright, so it says, as usual, you can find and report your local nest at the Sylph Road Nest Atlas. That's why I tell y'all to download their app. We suggest tracking these two Pokemon families and their nests. Magikarp and Pikachu both have shiny variants, so snatching one of each shouldn't be too difficult if you manage to find a nest. Which I'm still trying to get my shinies. I thought I caught a shiny at one time, a shiny Pikachu, but it turns out it's just a slightly different color, but it's still brown, but it's not shiny. But that one right there is actually a shiny Pikachu, as you can already tell. So yeah, let's see one last thing. Okay, it says, what are Pokemon Go nests? And this is for basically people that don't really know what Pokemon Go nests are. So if you don't know what Pokemon Go nests are, or it's your first time playing the game, I'm just going to answer, I'm just going to talk about this right here, and you'll have an idea, but everybody should basically know what a nest is. So anyway, it says, Pokemon Go nests are small areas that consistently spawn a high amount of specific Pokemon. Basically, you just check your nest, you go to your parks or any place with Pokestops or whatever. Now, a spawn point is basically a spot that's not near a Pokestop, and it spawns that same Pokemon. And it's actually in that same spot. Now, spawn area is if it's in the same area. It could be like up the street, down the street, whatever, but it's still in the same area. But spot is when it spawns in that same spot. So, guys, stay tuned. Actually, that's gonna wrap this up. Another thing too, I want you guys to actually enjoy this evolution collage that I put together. So, guys, that's gonna wrap this up. And like I said, enjoy that evolution collage. And yeah, like I always say, guys, make sure you guys like, comment, sub, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Comment down below, smack a like on this video, crush the notification bell so you can stay updated on my latest videos. And guys, as always, peace and love and stay blessed. I'm out. Peace.